tonight, we'll see. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. With the new
DA, thanks a lot. So the New York starting five. We've got Mr. Clutch, Mitchell Robinson out there with Green. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Barrett at the 2. And for the Nets, Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Joe Harris is out there with Prince, and it's Allen in at the 5 spot. Break for those teams that did make a deal with the trade deadline. How hard is it to integrate a new player mid-season?
Well, you know, guys who need the ball to be effective, it can be harder to integrate. But for certain role players, it's just how quickly they learn the system. So it's a tough call either way, especially if you have to go into a new environment where the terminology and everything's different. No doubt my experiences in having guys traded to be a part of our teams, it was a tough transition for most of them.
Did you ever do it as a player?
I did it, yeah, and it's tough, you know. It's not just the team. I mean, you uproot it, you might have to leave your family if the kids are in school. I mean, there are a lot of factors that go into it that just don't revolve around what happens on the court.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Garcia against Irving. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You know you're going to see some great ball handling when Kyrie is on the floor. Nice finish.
Here's Garcia. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
And Doris, the Knicks have made it clear they see Mitchell Robinson as one of their key young players moving forward.
So would I, Greg, if I had a quick twitch 7-footer with the shot blocking abilities, the defensive instincts, and this guy is putting in the time to grow his game on the offensive end. Listen, Mitchell Robinson is going to be a problem in this league.
And here is Irving. He had 37 points in the win against Atlanta. From deep, Prince. Robinson pulls it in.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Irving can't hit. The Knicks have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. For New York, they had started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Prince finds Allen, and it's Allen with the jam.
Jared Allen has length and athleticism, and that's an easy opportunity. Wow.
Irving against Garcia. That one goes. Count it. Garcia's got 9.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. From the wing, Irving, good.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. That's how you have to play this guy. You got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Garcia against Levert. For three, Barrett. That one doesn't drop. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Prince kicks to Levert. Pass to Irving. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
The Knicks shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight. Dinwiddie is checked in for Brooklyn. And so he hits both. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. Trailing by 5. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Don't you love how Levert looks for his guys? Totally unselfish, does whatever it takes to get the win.
Garcia up top, defended by Allen.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Now, Dinwiddie. He's coming off a 22-point game against Atlanta. And he's good on the three ball.
Boy, this is the next step for Karis LeVert. Critical he become more consistent from deep.
Here's Garcia. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is New York. The Knicks leading by 4. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I think you can make a strong case that Draymond Green is the best passing four in the league. Unreal court vision.
Barrett against Levert. There's the pass to Prince. Over Robinson. Here's Allen. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Allen's got his second bucket of the night.
You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jared Allen.
Here's Garcia. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Levert. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Allen's shot is off. The Knicks have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. 9 feet out. Green, and Green is right there.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Dinwiddie passes to Levert. Dinwiddie against Garcia. Here's Allen. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
Garcia can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Barrett against Levert. Just 5 on the clock. High post try. The Knicks pull it in. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Levert the pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Levert. Allen finds Levert, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Taurean Prince. And then for New York, Julius Randle comes in for Green, and it's Knox in for Harkless. Dinwiddie dishes to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, we've seen that a time or two for Mr. DeAndre Jordan. Nice, easy finish with that dunk.
Garcia against Jordan. And Robinson that time on the assist from Garcia. And the Knicks lead by 8.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Dinwiddie outside. Harris outside. Pass to Levert. And here is Allen. They get it back. A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Harris with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Bucket is good.
Do you not love that by any...
Shooting one.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. And instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Barrett is out there with Mo Harkless. Then there's Wayne Ellington. Then it's Robinson, and it's Garcia in at the 1 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Wizards was terrific. He had 69 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's
Good one, yes.
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Greg, it's pretty typical for play. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. The same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys work back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is, and in a lot of ways they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. And stolen by Garcia. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he's good on the second. It's the Nets now. 19-point game. And Harkless pulls it down. For New York, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. They double him with Irving. Here's Garcia. 24 points for him. And here's LeVert. Passes to Harris. Irving for three. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Knocked loose and stolen by Garcia. Here's Barrett. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Irving looking over the floor. For 3, Harris. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Last time they met in New York.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle. Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Allen's checked in. To the inside. LeVert. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by New York.
Now Garcia. He's got 26. Stolen by LeVert. The feed now to Irving. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, we know this. Kyrie Irving on any given night can give you 40 on the offensive end. What a special talent.
Now here is Garcia. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Knicks have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. Nets trail by 21. Here's Dinwiddie. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
Well, you get exactly what you want. Right at the cup. Nicely done.
Here's Garcia. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Allen. Over Harkless. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Barrett against Harris. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot.